welcome or welcome back. Hopefully, if you did come back, thank you. Happy to have you here. And if you're new, well, my name is Destiny and this is Ivis Amber Crafts. So today I have a little something fun. I decided I wanted to do a crafting project, obviously crochet for holiday fall styled items. And I also wanted to do a decorate with me. 'Tis the season. I am excited. It is getting chilly, the leaves are changing, and I'm really in the mood to kind of fallify and holidayify my home. So I just got off of work. It is October 15th around 5:30. I've got a couple things I have to do, but I figured I'd stop in, chat with you guys for a little bit, and kind of let you guys know what the plans are. So, first things first. I have about 3 project ideas I want to do. I am a little bit on a time crunch, so this will be a let's see if I can finish in the nick of time. I have a wedding to go to next week, and I'm excited to experience a wedding, especially during the actual season change in fall time. I've never experienced that, so I'm super excited. So, the 3 projects that I have that I think I want to do are a blanket. It's going to be a decorative blanket. It's for my mom. My mom is my scary sister. She is the person that the moment fall hits, we're both messaging each other like that video, sweather weather, sweather weather. It's just, we get so excited. Hocus Pocus, Gilmore Girls. She's my scary sister. So I want to make her a decorative throw blanket for her bed. She already decorated her bed. She's always ahead of me when it comes to that. Honestly, sometimes I think she never takes down decorations, but I have that idea for her. I'll actually show you. I started the blanket, so give me one moment. I'll be back. I'm back. All right, so I have this yarn that was kind of sitting around. It's the yarn. All right, so let me connect this here so I can show you guys and have free hands. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So I have this yarn. It is from Yarn Bee. It is the Uber Luxe, and this is the color Fox Flame. It's fluffy. It's kind of fuzzy. I'm hoping that won't affect it too much. It crochets really well, but the only thing is the fuzzy. If any of you guys know of a way to kind of ixnay the fuzzy, I'd appreciate the help. And then I also have this one in the color Ivory, and then just the good old black. So I have 2 of the Ivory, 2 of the black, and I actually had 3, I believe, of the, sorry, it looks like a mess. It fell apart. But here's the color combo. Very fall, very fun, very fuzzy. I already started it because I was playing around trying to figure out what stitch I wanted. I do have a limited amount of yarn, so I wanted to make sure that I could maximize the amount of yarn that I have while at the same time still creating something that's pretty for a decorative throw. So it took me a couple tries, took me quite a few froggings, but I think I found something cute, and I'll show you guys in a second. And we'll have to frog the last 2 rows. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it looks like the last 2 rows, you see there, it's straight here, but down here it's starting to come inwards. So that means I can't even tell. Kind of. You can kind of tell. Can you tell? Can you tell? Can you see right here where it starts to come in? I'm gonna have to frog that. But anyways, aside from that, I'll frog that and we can crochet that together. It's fine. So this is the pattern I kind of came up with. What I came up with is 2 rows of double crochets with a chain 1 in between each crochet. Then it goes into a half double crochet, chain one, and then it goes into a slip stitch in the back loop, and then it just starts all over again. So that's kind of what I've got going on here. Then I have this scrap yarn that I got. This is really pretty orange. It's very fuzzy, very nice. I thought this would be a really nice size pumpkin for my coffee table to place right there in the middle. I'm going to follow a video, at least I think I am. The third project I have in mind that I want to do is a headband. I want to do a cute little headband. I did find a video that popped up and I thought it was the most adorable thing in the world and very, 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 very cute for fall. It is a headband, like just one of those regular like headbands that go over. How many times am I going to say headband? It's just one of those headbands that go over. But what makes it very fall is that you create a pumpkin on it. She crochets these cute little puffy or puff stitch pumpkins, and she has them evenly spaced throughout the headband, and it is adorable. So I found this yarn, and this is from Dollar Tree, just your regular Dollar Tree. I wanted to try it out. It is the Crafter Squares 100% recycled cotton, and it doesn't look like this has a name. I have checked and could not find one. So we're just going to call it cream. And then I have this one here, which is from Premier Just Cotton, and it is 85% cotton, 15% polyester, and it is in the color Clementine. This one also does not tell you the size hook you're going to use, so I'm going to say these are about, they look about the same. So I'm going to go with the medium 4, and this recommends a 5.5. So we'll do a little swatch, see if that works. So I want to make, this is the base, these are the pumpkins. I might add a green. I have a green somewhere in there that I can look for. And then I found this really fun little yarn that came with one of my stashes. And I have not known what to do with it. You can see it. It has, so it's a strand, and then it has on one side these little fluffs. And I think this would be really cool as an accent color on the outside of the band to accentuate like the outside border, just to add it on there. I think that'd be really cute. So I have an idea. I want to see if I can execute it. Who knows? Might look cute, might not. And those are the 3 projects that I have. I also want to decorate, and I'd love to bring you guys along with me. So we will be decorating together, and yeah, let's get started. I'm back. It is currently 8:17. Grandma normally goes to bed at around 9:30, so I'll probably give myself about an hour, maybe an hour and 10 minutes to crochet, try to get as far as I can with the blanket, and watch some videos to kind of unwind for the rest of the night. So come join me. Hey there. Just wanted to do a check-in. I did miss yesterday's check-in, which was Thursday. Today is Friday, October 17th. I was trying to record some short form content yesterday, take some pictures. I also found out some really fun and cool angles for me to record for short form content. So stay tuned. If you follow me over on my Instagram, you'll be able to see it when I post it. Then I tried to do some editing. I was transferring over videos and pictures and stuff like that for me to include in this video. I kind of want to start early with the editing. I'm not an expert at editing. Honestly, I am the beginner of beginners in editing. So I don't want to wait until the last minute to try to edit the whole video because I know myself. That is going to drive me insane. I am going to have a minor meltdown. I did watch my YouTube video yesterday, my first ever YouTube video. It was pretty nerve-wracking. It was weird. It was really weird. There were quite a few times I had to pause and I was just like I was uncomfortable and I could tell I was uncomfortable in the first half of the video. The second half of the video, I did get a little bit more comfortable, so I felt a little bit more relaxed. But honestly, it's a learning process. I mean, what to expect? You know what I mean? Like, there's no such thing as being perfect at something the first time you do it. Everything in life you have to learn. I mean, crocheting you have to learn. So a year down the road, I'll look back and I'll still cringe at the video, but I'll at least admire at how far I've come. So that is how I'm going to take it. That is how I'm going to think about it. And I'm just going to move past that. Oh, but if you haven't seen the video is a compilation or a collection of 30 plus free patterns. And it's actual crochet garments that you can see yourself wearing. Things that are really cute, they're really nice. Even if you don't want to stay for the whole video, just click on the link in the description. It has all the patterns along with some bonus patterns that I added in that are really, really cute that I didn't include in the video. So I'll probably share a link of that somewhere around here for you guys to enjoy. If you'd like, you can always give me a like, send me some constructive criticism or even words of encouragement. I really would love that. But aside from that, let's continue our journey. As for the project update, so this is as far as I've gotten with the decorative throw blanket for my mommy. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? Yeah. So I did have to frog it 4 times. The first 2 times I frogged it, it was because the edges weren't lining up. At one point, one of them dipped in too deep, and I knew if I would have kept going, it would have been way too noticeable. So then I frogged it, and then for some reason, this side got straight, but then this side decided it wanted to take a nice little divot as well. Then for this side, one of the double crochet rows, I missed a chain one and then going into it because it's a chain one double no it's a double crochet chain one double crochet, so I missed one of the chain ones, so I went back, thankfully not too far, and I just added in the chain one. I did 3 rows of the double crochet, even though the third row should have been just a single row of half double crochets. So I had to frog that. But I mean, even with all the wonderful frogging I had to do, I got pretty far. So I'm gonna leave some of this behind so I can at least do a row of single crochets on the edge of each side, because I mean, even though the edges is it's pretty straight in my opinion, I think that one row of just single crochets or even just slip stitches will really make it look like really neat. You know what I mean? Like it'll look more of like this, which is what I want, versus this has like all these mini ridges, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So I should be going into my next color soon, which is the ivory color, and I'm super excited about that. One, because it means I'm slowly approaching the finish line, and 2, because who doesn't love a color change? I'm going to try and get through at least half of this. If I can do more than half, I will try. So then I can at least break into the second color of the ivory. And if I can do that, I'll feel really good about myself. I'll feel like I've gotten pretty far. And then what I'll do is I'll take a quick break, get something yummy to eat with my fiance, and then I'll come back, and I think I want to try, emphasis on try, because all of us crocheters think we can crochet an entire garment in one day and then sit back and think, Oh, I'm surprised. I thought I could have gotten it through a day. So I'm not going to put myself in that situation where I think I can actually crochet the entire pumpkin in one sitting. I could, maybe, who knows? You'll have to continue watching to find out. But I think tonight I'm going to try and do the crochet pumpkin, attempt to finish it, and then I'll feel even better on the fact that I have 5 days left to finish all three projects. Ooh, we'll have to see if that happens. It is Saturday, October 18th, 5:33 p.m. Today was a pretty eventful day as far as lots of cleaning to do. That's honestly really it. I did film some content today. Let's see, for the decorative throw blanket and the pumpkin. I got pretty far on the blanket, and I wouldn't say I got too far from yesterday, but un minuto. This is the amount of yarn that's left. I'm almost done. I'm curious how it's going to look in the end because there's definitely a larger surface area of the rust orange color versus the ivory and the black. It's honestly could still look really good. It's just, I'm not sure until I see the finished product. But take a look at my beauty. I'm proud, I'm proud, I'm a proud mommy. No, not this side. I'm so happy, so proud. As for the pumpkin, so yes, I gave up the chenille yarn. It was, maybe I'm just not a chenille yarn girly. Who knows? I'll try it again in the future. But the yarn I had just wasn't cutting it for me, and I was just not in the mood for it. So I found an acrylic yarn that I have in my wonderful world of yarn hidden away in my closet. I found a really pretty pumpkin-y color, and I found a pattern from Meg Made with Love, and it is her free crochet pumpkin pattern. That's literally what it's called. It's been really nice, and it's I wouldn't say beginner project, but intermediate-ish project. It's like beginner mediate or something along those lines. It was easy for me to follow, and I consider myself to still be a beginner, somewhat. But this is the start of it. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. I love the color. I love the ribbing. Oh, the ribbing is so beautiful. It even looks like a pumpkin showing it. Like I'm looking in the viewfinder right now, and it looks like a pumpkin in the viewfinder too. It's super cute. So I think I'm on track to get my projects done. I have not started the headband yet, but I at least want to finish one of these before I throw in something else to do right away. But that is going to be my check-in for Saturday. Hi guys. So, it is October 29th, and I'm pretty sure you can guess what I'm going to tell you guys. I didn't make the deadline. I didn't. I tried. I tried so hard. So hard. but so many things just came up at once and took up way more time than I expected it to, and severely delayed the process. So, because of that, I was unable to fully finish everything before that deadline. Not to worry, I was not about to post a video where you guys didn't get that satisfaction of a completed project. I made sure to finish it. It's just that it's after the due date. And you'll have to forgive me because I did not weave in the ends for one of them. So, with that being said, I was able to finish things. So, yay. And now I want to show you what I've got. So, for the first thing I'm going to show you, it will be the pumpkin. Now, remember, initially I was planning to do it with the chenille style yarn, but I ended up figuring out that it was way too soft for me to work with. I guess it's because I'm still a novice when it comes to crocheting, but I was not into it. I couldn't see my stitches. It was way too soft, so I couldn't get good tension, and it was very like it shedded a lot. Like there was, I don't have allergies on a regular basis, but it was irritating my allergies. So that was thrown out the window, and we ended up going with doing some stash busting, some acrylic yarn that I had that was in the color of the pumpkin, and then we created a pumpkin using, I believe it's Meg Made with Love. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have the link in the description for the crochet pattern I used for the pumpkin. I ended up freehanding the stem, and then I found a crochet pattern for the leaf and the vine. So let's take a look. Sorry, I'm looking in the viewfinder. Isn't it cute? She's so pretty. My camera doesn't have auto zoom, so I can't like go in too much because you see it starts to get a little blurry, but there she is. You see the little stem and the vine. Isn't she gorgeous? So for the pattern, would I recommend it? Yes. The pattern was honestly really fun. It was easy to work up. The thing is, if you are a beginner, I wouldn't necessarily advise it unless you understand how to, one, read a written pattern and truly understand it, and two, if you understand like front post double crochet and how to decrease and increase, because there's quite a bit of that. Now, as far as how well I did with the crochet pattern, I honestly think I did pretty good. I mean, the pumpkin looks pretty good. Now, there are imperfections, I won't lie. Like, for example, at the bottom, I don't know if yeah, you can kind of see it, but you can see the filling for the pumpkin. And that's because my tension got a little wonky. um, on top of my tension getting a little wonky, which towards the end there, it was a little difficult to do the tension when I was trying to close off the pumpkin. This is the part where I closed off. So I believe this was supposed to be the bottom, but I ended up using it as the top because the stitches are just much more, they're tighter. So they hide the stuffing that's in it. But my tension was a little wonky. That's totally on me. And on top of that, I did make a little boo-boo. If you see at the bottom, you can see the doubles in the crochet where it's like the front post double crochet and how it's two lines. But when I initially started, it's just one line and I wasn't supposed to do that. But with the time constraints that I had, I wasn't about to frog it anymore. So I left it as is. I thought it was cute. Then for the pattern itself, she does not have you make a stem or the leaves. She has you glue on like a stem that you find out there and some leaves. I didn't want that. I wanted a full crochet style pumpkin. So I created my own stem in the middle there, which took 2 tries. This is the second try and it came out good. The other one was a little too big. Then I found a pattern for the leaves and I found a pattern for the stem. not the stem, the vine. I ended up putting the vine on because just the leaves, it almost looked like a little tangerine. And the color does look much more vibrant on camera. It's a little duller than that, but it initially looked like a little tangerine. So I thought the vine would help, which it did. My fiance suggested that. And I think it looks a lot more pumpkiny now. But isn't it cute? Yeah. All right. And then for the second item, please forgive me because I did not weave in the ends, but I wanted to show you the product regardless. So here is the blanket. Hold on. Hopefully you can hear me, but here is the decorative throw blanket. Yes, for my scary sister, my mother. I think it came out really cute. I love the colors. I thought the colors were really pretty. Um, I do think it's a little plain. My arms are not long enough. I do think it's a little plain in the sense that it's just the stitching, and the stitching isn't like va va boomy. But I was thinking, and I would love, 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 love your opinion on this. I was thinking of maybe doing like, because my mother's name is Delilah, D for Delilah, D for Destiny. But my mother's name is Delilah. And I was thinking of doing like a Letterman crochet D on here, or doing like a little crochet candy corn. What do you guys think? You think a D or candy corn? Not sure yet. I do like the colors. I think it's super cute. I obviously still have to weave in all these wonderful ends, but I'm showing you the blanket. So forgive me. Now, for my most proudest crochet project for this whole entire thing. And the reason why I'm proud is not so much because it is like soup's amazing or anything like that. Honestly, it's a pretty simple project. It's more so the fact that I didn't use a crochet pattern. I thought of it and I just did it. And being able to take something straight out of my brain and just create it and make it happen. And honestly, I think it came out really good for someone who isn't, 15 years of crocheting or 20 plus years of crocheting. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself. And it just kind of gave me that little extra boost of knowing that it is possible and I can do this. I just have to keep trying, learn from the failures and celebrate the wins. So here's me celebrating. Now, for the final project, it is this lovely headband. Yes, I accomplished it. I did the headband with the pumpkins. There's three of them, one there, and then there is another one over here. Now, this one did take a little bit of time. Um, Basically, what I did, it's just double crochets. I did, it's eight, I chained 8 wide and then did double crochets all the way up. And I did it as wide or as long as from ear to ear. Then when I did the from ear to ear portion, I was planning on doing like a mesh stitch for the bottom, but I decided not to, only because I was afraid that I wasn't going to like it and to have to frog the whole thing on such a limited amount of time. That was not going to happen. So I just did the double crochets throughout the whole entire thing, and then I actually tapered off towards the end. I'm going to take it off in a second to show you. Wait, sorry, crazy. For the headband itself, you can see for the headband itself, it is yay long. Towards the ends, I tapered off the ending. I didn't want the traditional like string headband ties. Wasn't interested. I was trying to create more so like like a tapered bottom, which I think I executed pretty well. I mean, it does get smaller. Could it be better? Yes. Will it be better eventually with time? But for now, this was really great. I did the 3 pumpkins. I thought they look really cute. I was thinking of doing the bordering with that black fun string. The issue is when I did it on the bottom, you can't tell because of my hair color. I have like, if you know anything about hair, like I think it's called like 1B hair. It's not black, but it's like black. That's my hair. So putting black on like practically black hair, you don't see nothing. So I ended up just leaving it like this. I still think it's super cute. You could maybe turn it into like a cute little pumpkin scarf. Yeah. Anyways, super proud of this. Had a vision, made it happen, and yeah, I think for novice Destiny, she did good. Yeah. Now, this was a lot of fun. It's also a lot of stress. I do still feel bad that I didn't get to record the actual process of everything, and I do apologize for that. I still have some fun stuff for us to enjoy together. So I put together this little like montage of all the spooky, cutesy things that I did to decorate, because I did say I wanted to bring you guys along to decorate with me, and I'm not going to deprive you of that fun. So enjoy the next couple clips of my decorations. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed those clips. It was a lot of fun to decorate. This is the end of the video. I hope everyone has a happy Halloween, and remember to subscribe so then you can see all the fun videos that I have planned for us, as well as give me a like. It really, really helps out growing this channel. It also lets me know that you guys are actually enjoying what you're watching and that I'm doing something right. And if you have any comments, any words of wisdom, thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all you guys, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.